Hello there people, it's me Nevellian, also known, well, I was give you my real name, it's Andy, and a very good evening to you from the United Kingdom. Now then, tonight I'm going to be talking to you about the very interesting subject of sleep paralysis. Now, I'm going to talk to you about it because I'm a sufferer of sleep paralysis, and I have been since about 7 or 8, so it's been going on for a majority of my life. And basically what sleep paralysis is, because I'd like to start from the scientific basis, and then we're going to move on to the more sort of the fantasy in which it originated. And don't worry, we'll be posting links in the sidebar, so you can do a little bit of research if you so wish on the topic. But, right, sleep paralysis. Let's think scientific. Let's do the whole science thing. Right? You go to sleep. Now, your brain, it's still active. Because, well, let's be honest, if it wasn't active when you were asleep, you'd be dead. But no, you're still in a state called REM sleep, and this occurs when lucid dreaming's going on, and everything's quite vivid. And so, as a failsafe, our body will secrete a hormone which basically paralyzes the muscles. So you can't move. So you're like this, can't move. I'm in bed, can't move. So this is so we don't act out our dreams and, I don't know, hit ourselves over the head with something. But the hormone usually wears off, and then your brain will suddenly start thinking, okay, I've got to start waking up, just gently bring him into motion. Now with sleep paralysis, it's very different. The brain wakes up before the body has a chance to fully get rid of all the paralysing hormone inside your muscles. So you wake up, you're aware, you're conscious, but you can't move. And of course, while you're still in these states of REM sleep and going on to the lucid dreaming, because you've got the 3 small bones in your ear, you've got the hammer, the anvil, and the stirrup. Now these 3 bones, they will vibrate quite rapidly during REM sleep, and I still don't understand why. But when this is going on, because these are vibrating in your ear, and your body's in a mind of lucid state, your mind will make you believe things are happening which aren't actually there. I mean, I'll go into some of my recollections. I mean, I get sleep paralysis 2-3 times a month, so it's not as severe as some cases, but I hear people whispering my name. A woman screaming is a regular one, and laughter is something I hear. And of course, people say it's only something, it's not real. You got to stay calm. The thing is, you can't stay calm when you're in a state like that. Your brain's not working properly, so how can you ever really expect to say, oh, it's okay, it's just sleep paralysis? It's quite difficult to do that when that's happening. And of course, visually, which thankfully I don't get as bad as some people, but I see shadows in the corner of the room and they advance towards me or look over my body. That's the sort of stuff I see. Now, that's not as vivid as some people have, and I'll post links so you can read stories of what people see, and people even suggest that they lose their virginity during processes like this, or sexual intercourse has actually happened. Thankfully that hasn't happened with me, but there we go. But that's the whole point. Your mind's making it real. I can see, I can feel, I can hear, I can smell. So, although it's technically not real, it kind of is. And of course, you'll get the sleep anemia. I don't know if I've pronounced that right, but I'll post it as a sidebar. And that's the enormous pressure on one's chest. And I can't breathe very well. It gets to a point where I'll stop breathing because of this enormous pressure going on my chest. And I think to myself, if this carries on, I ain't gonna live. But then suddenly, bang, I'm up. I'm fully awake. Take a good lungfuls of air, and it takes me a little while to go back to sleep, because as soon as usually with me, I'll wake up, have a bout, and as soon as I doze back, boom, straight into another bout of it. I don't know how it happens with me, but it does. Now to move on to the sort of fantasy world of sleep paralysis. This is during the Middle Ages when you had the witch hunting and all that. People used to think it was demonology. You may or may not have heard of the two demons, the incubus and succubus, or succubus, however you want to pronounce it. They believe it's demons interacting with it. More modern day approach is the alien abductions, with the figures coming towards you and interacting with your body, and of course you can feel these sensations going on. And basically, it used to be called old hag syndrome because a lot of people used to visualise an old woman. And in the sidebar video of the Sleep Invaders, which I'll post the video link, and I'll also post the website link because you can order a book to help you with it. It will give you a good description of how this woman looks and how this old hag. So it's just some old woman sitting on your chest going, hey. And of course that means that's the enormous pressure that one feels on the rib cage. So it's really pressing down. Just try and imagine. Really pressing down. And one of the great noises you hear is, although it's not really great, it's actually quite terrifying. It's like, you know how you get white noise on a radio? Yeah? Well, it's kind of like, kind of like that. I'll also post a link because some guys managed to replicate it. It sounds brilliant. If you listen to sound 2, that's more like what I hear. And that's great. So of course, sleep paralysis is still not really fully understood. But what I would love you guys to do is I would love you to, if you have sleep paralysis, great. I'd like you to message me if you want to. And leave your comments in the comment section below of how you'd like to perhaps relay your stories, what you're doing for treatment, whether or not you believe it's aliens or something religious or paranormal, something to do with the occult. Just, please, I'd love to hear your responses. And the truth is out there. It might be aliens, who knows? But I personally believe it's bodily malfunction. But that's my personal belief. I don't believe it's Lucifer or aliens or some ley line activity. I just think it's the body not quite doing what it's meant to. But if you believe otherwise, please do tell me. And if you don't suffer from sleep paralysis, you're fully interested, please message me about any more details you would like. And one final thing. Hello, my name is Jerry Springer. Welcome to my final thought. People say you can induce sleep paralysis. If you want to know the details, message me, but I wouldn't suggest it, as it's not a very nice experience, and I'd rather be done with it. So again, have a very nice evening, and leave me your comments in the comment section below. This is Andrew. Have a good day.